Bayer. Science for a better life.
Martin, thanks for sitting down with me today. I appreciate it. Martin, can you tell us a little bit about this Bayer SeedGrowth launch that's happening?
Absolutely. We're happy to do that, Sean. Thanks as well for the opportunity to explain that, because we're very proud to start, especially at the ISF Congress, to talk intensively about Bayer SeedGrowth. That's a new name for the business of seed applied technologies, where we really want to emphasize that the 4 competence areas we have in Bayer SeedGrowth, what means products, equipment, coatings and service, all comes together, and those 4 parts are altogether more than the sum of its parts. So it's really emphasizing this long history and experience that we have with seed applied technologies. It's nearly 100 years that we are in this business, and we have all these competences in-house. We have research and development on all those 4 areas. So if you look at some of the products, there are long-standing products, very well established in the markets. We have new products coming in. We have our equipment that we're producing in US and in the UK, and our coatings with Peridiam that are a very good addition for the quality of the seed. Plus we have 10 seed growth centers in the world that help and service our customers to really apply the products in the best way and help their process to work in their plant. So that all fits together, and if you look at our new logo, that's what it expresses. It's this whole view of the seed applied technologies that we have.
Excellent. There's also a new product that you're launching, the
Evergoal.
Evergoal.
Yes, that's one of our new fungicides.
Excellent.
That we are launching for several crops. It's very strong on Rhizoctonia, but in mixtures for crops like soybeans, we will have a new standard in these areas. And it's not only protecting, but it's enhancing the emergence of the new plant. So that's why we say it's fit, fast, first, because at the end it will hopefully as well increase yields. So that's a new addition. We're very proud about that, introducing that.
Excellent. Martin, over here in the European Union, the Commission has recently made a ruling to that takes some tools out of the farmers' hands over here. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Oh, sure. I mean, you know, Sean, that this is not only for us a concern. I mean, the whole industry is talking about that here at the ISF Congress. We are very disappointed the way the EU Commission has come to that conclusion. We totally disagree about this, that they are now decided to restrict the use of these CNIs on bee attractive crops. And there's important crops like oilseed rape, for example, and corn. We think there was not all data considered that is existing. So the way they came to that conclusion is really, I would say personally, it's unscientific. We disagree, and we're of the strong opinion that this will not help the health of the bees, and that was the concern. And there's other reasons why the bees are suffering, and that's from Varroa mite. That is a mite that is affecting the bees in the early stages as well, and that's really pulling the populations or hurting the populations really. And that's a problem we have to address, and the industry is more than willing to contribute to any research, monitoring to really find those problems. So we hope that with new data we're gonna get the users back, because like in oilseed rape in Europe, there's really no seed treatment option left. So it means growers will have to go back to multiple foliar applications or even soil applications with products that are not safer than the CNIs. And we think the use of the CNIs with products like poncho or gaucho in a professional way under the stewardship principles is safe.
Bayer's always been a leadership down the stewardship path. Can you talk a little bit about some of the steps that, whether it's in relation to CNIs or overall stewardship, that some of the steps that Bayer's taking to ensure that stewardship?
We are very well aware that some products have an inherent risk. So that's why you have and want to implement stewardship initiatives or actions. For the CNIs, we have developed as an industry as well stewardship guidelines. One is that we had developed as well for the pneumatic drill machines, for example, because they're using air to transport or keep and select the seeds while seeding, and they have air coming out of the machine later. So we developed these devices, what you call deflectors, so deflecting the airstream to the ground, for example. That's what we are recommending. Some countries have made this mandatory, for example. We have put in place a quality charter. We're supporting as well the quality certification that in Europe was established by ESA, the ESTA scheme. We have supported that in the development and as well supported the establishment of the quality criteria, like the dust levels measured by Heubach, for example, plus labeling on multilingual labeling on treated seed. We provide those materials and labels. So even down to the grower, he knows how to handle that training material and everything else. So we have done already quite a lot. Plus, just said, we're also working on the real causes of the bee health.
Excellent. Bayer has, I think, forged some considerable paths into South America, into Brazil in particular. Can you talk a little bit about your strategy in how to have the best impact in countries like Brazil?
Bayer is long established in countries, especially Latin America and Brazil. We have quite some good business already with products like CropStar. What we are focusing on now is on soybeans, because that's a really developing market, and the use of seed applied technologies on soybeans is really increasing. So that's why we have a push to develop that more for a professional application. So we are helping to set up multipliers who multiply soybeans with machinery, with the knowledge how to treat, with all this stewardship knowledge, to have a professional treatment on the soybean seed, so that the grower can concentrate on selecting the seed and on planting and growing, but he doesn't have to worry about the application to the seed and the quality that is necessary on there. So that runs quite successful, and that way we can as well steer the whole process and the quality on the seed there. And that, again, I come back to SeedGrowth. That's the 4 areas where we can really make an impact, because we have the products, we have the equipment, we have the coatings that go with it to make it high quality, good coating, plus the people who get advice with the service, the multipliers, how to run the business.
Martin, thanks for sitting down with me today. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Thank you, Sean.